This episode of Noonish is brought to you by JW Group. Screwball Peanut Butter Whiskey. High Energy Models and Events. Tech for Troops, T4T, baby. Verve Performance Labs. The Original Shot Sock, not without my shot socks. And Specs Wine Spirits and the Finer Foods.
Hello. It's INGIN, by the way. Hello, everybody. This is Noonish, man. Welcome.
Where it's always a challenge.
To the first show of the year. And hey, if y'all can tell, this is our first ever multiple Zoom call episode that we have ever executed on the show, man. And I'm excited about it right now.
Yeah.
If you can't hear me, somebody send me a text and let me know what's happening. But no, man, super excited about this show. I am your host, Jonathan Anderson, a.k.a. J.A. Man, it is 2022. We made it, y'all.
22.
We made it.
As long as you don't spell it 20 T-O-O.
No,
that's bad.
No, we don't want. We're not living that ever again, ever again. But as you guys can see, we have our Happy New Year, MC. Happy New Year, Jonas. Happy New Year, Jed. Yes, man. So as you guys can see, we have our excellent co-hosts in the building with us, starting with El Grande Toro, Jonas Bull in the house. Man, you had a happy holidays and Merry Christmas?
I did.
That's what I'm talking about.
Went smoothly.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man.
It's a new year.
Yeah?
New everybody else.
Did you pop a couple bottles on New Year's Eve?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah? Did you throw champagne all over yourself like you just won a championship?
Yeah. Nah.
Over there with having a wet T-shirt contest in the backyard.
Right. No, we actually went down to Granbury and watched that ABBA show.
Oh.
The ABBA tribute band.
Oh, yeah, I did see something. You posted something about it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who ABBA is. I was watching football.
Right.
Sick and shut in, man. It's all
Well,
good.
if you're over a certain age,
Yeah, it's all good.
you would know who that is.
Well, I gotta go get an 8-track or something.
Right.
Go see if I can check who ABBA is.
Right.
You know, gotta find an 8-track player
Right.
first. Gotta find an 8-track player
That's
first.
right.
But hey, y'all know who it is. In the bottom left of your television, computer, phone, whatever you're watching this on right now, it is half man, half amazing, all hands, always on time,
1-2
Mr.
Bayou.
Yak, Mr. 1-2 Bayou, MC Mark Clayton in the building. Cheers to you, man. Cheers to you. Yeah, hey, MC, you know, he's a gamer, you know. He's watching out for his teammates, stayed home today, but he is a gamer and he came to play today. Regardless. Yeah. Oh man, what's good? You all right, man? You feeling a little better than yesterday? Yeah. Hey, we getting better though. We're getting better though. That's what matters, right? At the end of the day, getting better every day. So we have a very special guest joining us today. This is Mr. Jed Corenthal from Phenix, man. We're going to learn a lot about Phenix today. All you sports bettors out there, y'all better get to know Phenix if you want to get some more money in your pockets. Jed, how you doing? Thank you so much for joining us. You are the Chief Marketing Officer for Phenix, correct? Excellent. And for anybody that has not heard of Phenix, or you know, besides the Suns, formerly the Phoenix Cardinals.
It's not Phoenix like the city.
No, this is Phenix.
Yeah.
Phoenix, right? Yeah. pretty hot in Tipton, but Phoenix. Pretty hot in Enix. So, yeah, exactly. So, can you tell me a little bit about Phenix, Jed, and about yourself, man, and how you got involved with this awesome venture and what you guys can bring to the table for anybody that loves live, like real-time sports? Yes. Yes, it is. We're just calling it 49 2/3 because MC's not in the building. But it absolutely is. It absolutely is, technically. Thank you very much.
Watching it at slightly different times. And with our technology, we all watch at the same time. So, you mentioned betting, Jonathan. So that's certainly one of the areas that we focus on, but really all sports so they can stream it in real time.
That's excellent. That's excellent, man. I'm going to pause real quick and do a test. So I just got to make sure that everybody can hear what you're saying. And, we want this thing to go smooth.
Yeah, I'll ask a question in the meantime. How about that?
Fire away.
That'll keep things rolling.
That'll work. That'll work.
So Jed, I've been in the stands and you have that guy who's got his phone or his tablet or whatever that is streaming a different game or maybe the same game that we're in the stadium for. And there's like I hear what's going on the field, and then his tablet says it like a few seconds later. Is that the kind of thing we're talking about solving?
That's exactly what we're talking about.
So
that's exactly what we're talking about.
If I'm at a Cowboys, or let's say if I'm at the Texas game, and Mark is at an Oklahoma game, because that situation would never be reversed. would have. But we were like, if we were placing bets on how badly Oklahoma was going to lose or how big Texas was going to win, like that real time knowledge would be able to, we would have a better idea of what's going on. Is that kind of what we're talking about?
Well, you would because you're streaming it, in real time. So you're able to, what happens is you actually bring up something that is really interesting, because when you bet today, most of the sports books, because of the delays in the video, they have to close the betting window at a certain period of time. So they avoid the situation you just brought up. So if you're at the field and I'm at home and you call me and say, hey, wait a second, bet on X or whatever, they're going to score a touchdown on the next drive. That sort of gaming the system, or there's a term that's used and it's called court siding. You can't do that because the betting window is closed like 30 or 60 seconds before it happens. So you can't necessarily do that. But with our technology, you would actually be able to bet on every single play in a football game. So if you were watching the Chiefs, let's say, and the Chiefs get the ball, you could actually, with our technology, you could actually bet on whether or not Patrick Mahomes is going to throw a touchdown on the next play, not the next drive or the next quarter or the next half. You could actually bet on it like on every single play in the game. So, that is where things are going. And that's where things are going to change to, because when you can start betting in real time, it just opens the opportunity for not only the sports books, but the leagues and the broadcasters to generate more money, to generate more fan engagement. Because if you're a broadcaster and people are betting on every play, well, that means they're engaged. They're watching the game that much more.
Right.
And even if it's 35-0, but you can still bet on the next play, bet against your friend or something. Well, now you may keep watching that game even though it's a blowout. So it kind of it feeds the beast, if you will, and it's a win for all the parties involved.
Right.
And one more time, I know you gave us a great explanation, but the audio was out a second ago. So
Okay.
Can you tell the people one more time exactly what Phenix is all about and the advantages that you guys bring to the table for someone that likes to bet? That's a huge industry these days.
So we stream video content in real time, in sync, and at scale. And what that actually means is that we take the signal from the field, and we're able to stream that content almost exactly as it's happening on the field of play. So it's almost exact in real time with very, very little delay or latency in the stream. And we also are able to stream that to an unlimited number of people, millions of people at the same time. And we also stream it in sync, so everybody watches it at the same time. You could be in California, New York, Russia, wherever you are, and everybody would be watching the stream at exactly the same time.
That's incredible.
So, those three things are what kind of separate us from everybody else.
That is awesome. So other than sports, what other, and I don't even really want to, Mark, did you have any questions around sports and
I just
everything?
think that's amazing, because like gamifying, like being able to watch a game and be in the game and then bet like every play or whatever you want to bet.
Yep.
It's a run or a pass.
Yep.
Like that part is crazy.
Yeah, right. You right. Not on like
in real,
is the next play going to be a run? Is the next play going to be a pass? Will he throw a touchdown? Will he run for a touchdown? I mean, if you're watching a baseball game, will the next pitch be a strike? That kind of thing. So, I mean, it really changes when you can break down the game, by individual play. You can really, and to your point earlier, Jonas, the whole sort of like calling me ahead of the game because you're ahead of the stream, and you can say, well, wait a second, go bet on this. Well, we eliminate that because there is no delay in our stream. So you can't really, by the time you dial my phone number, the next play's already happened on our stream. So, we kind of help, add sort of the integrity or add more integrity to the game, because you don't have to worry about people kind of gaming the system.
Right. So there's no room for time arbitration.
That's right.
Then.
That's right.
Yeah.
Man, and I got a chance to check out, some of the shows on your channel or on your platform, and the league where the fans get to call the plays, right?
Yeah.
And there was some big name guys, in that league, and I guess if there's any lag time, you wouldn't be able to do that type of stuff, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So we were able to have fans pick a play out of a couple plays, and then that would go down to the coach on the field, and he would call the play, instantaneously. So it's like everybody's sort of playing Madden, but it's like real life football. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty insane and a crazy concept.
Yeah.
Fans will get you hurt.
No doubt.
So are they only calling offensive plays, or are they also calling, defensive sets and things like that?
They can, yeah. You can call blitz, or you can call,
Nice.
certain zone coverages or cover two. Yeah, yeah. There aren't as many defenses, but yeah, there were some.
Yeah,
Man, that's
great. That's
insane.
cool. That's really neat.
Yeah.
Hey, who? Yeah, I mean, I'm hopeful. I mean, if there's NDAs, totally cool. Partners, especially on the betting side, what does that look
Yeah,
like?
so we do, Mark. We do a lot of work in Europe and especially in the UK because the UK market is such a mature betting market. The US is getting there where
Yeah,
the law in the US was passed or overturned a couple years ago where
mhm,
you can now start betting legally in every state, and states
right.
are starting to pass legislation. But in the UK, we handle about 70 or 80% of all of the horse racing. And
Right.
so we do a lot of the big races like the Cheltenham Festival and the Grand National and the Gold Cup. And um, I personally, I never heard of those races before I started doing this. So a lot of your
Yeah,
fans may never have heard of them either. But
yeah,
they're the biggest, they get, hundreds of thousands of people,
yeah.
millions even watching these races. It's a really big deal over there. And we've been streaming those races for a couple of years. And so we do a lot of work there. And then in the US, we do a lot of work with a company called Edgecast, which used to be Verizon Media,
Yeah.
and a lot of work with the NFL and the NBA. We stream a lot of the games on Sunday to mobile devices. We streamed last year's Super Bowl. We'll stream this year's Super Bowl on all the Verizon mobile devices. We do something really cool called a multi-camera feature where you could watch the game on your mobile device from 7 different camera angles. So you could sort of choose a different camera angle on your phone.
That's neat.
You can just sort of touch it, and that camera angle will become the bigger one. So you
Right.
can watch a game, if you want to watch the end zone view or the 50-yard line view or the over-the-top view or sideline or things like that. It's gives a fan a way to watch a game, like kind of be their own little director, their own producer.
That's really neat. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Awesome.
insane. Are other like just regular television shows, are any advantages for just a movie or anything like that to be on a real time viewing platform?
Well, one of the things that what we do with real time is if we're all watching something together and we're all watching it at the same time, well, now that allows us to sort of interact with each other, and we can chat and we can have, we did something for the draft for Yahoo where we did a watch party. So everybody was, doing their own draft and fantasy league, and while they were doing that, they were also chatting with each other. So they were talking trash and, having some fun while they're
Naturally.
while they're drafting their players. And you can't really do that if everybody is kind of, sort of out of sync. If like all of us were talking at different times,
Yeah.
it wouldn't really lend itself to be able to do that. So that's what our technology allows.
Nice. That's
Yeah. So, probably about 3 or 4 years ago, there was a tech where, with the Oculus,
Uh-huh.
put it on, there were cameras set up across. I think it was the Guggenheim guys. Cameras set up across the arena, the Golden State Warriors, and when you're wearing your Oculus, like it's literally you can go to different areas of the arena and
Right.
enjoy the game. It's
Right.
amazing. Like you could be on the sideline if you wanted. You
Yep.
could be on the player bench. You could be in the stands, or you could be up top. It was really neat. But has there been any? Because obviously, there's latency there. But with you guys and your tech, is there anything in terms of that type of engagement?
That's we haven't done VR yet. We can't. It's something that we talk about. It's definitely on the roadmap where we can work with companies in the virtual reality space to kind of minimize their latency. What you're talking
Yeah.
about is exactly right. There is some latency there, so it kind of you can't really do that in real time. But I think
Yeah.
over time we'll be able to work with companies like Oculus and some of the other VR companies to help them minimize some of the latency that they enable. But the multi-camera thing, that's the same sort of idea, if you will. of a feature that we built for the NFL where you can on your phone, you have like 7 different angles and you can kind of toggle between them and watch from the sideline or from the end zone or whatnot. So I mean, it's not in 3D like the Oculus, but you can still watch from a different angle, which is pretty cool.
That's
cool.
awesome.
Yeah.
So really, this isn't a matter of you just got ahead of the cameras. There's really some hardcore technology on the background that's running this. There's some distribution technology that's running this.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, the truth is that, we've just been able to figure it out, and we don't think we're going to be the only ones, forever to figure it out, but we certainly have figured it out now. Right. And nobody really else has figured it out to the point that we have. So we have kind of a leg up on the so-called competition for now. So we'll see how long that window is open, but we'll take it for as long as we can.
So first to market, man, is a good deal.
Yeah. So we have like 5 or 6 patents that are pending. We've got a couple that have already been issued on some of the proprietary technology, like the sync technology is a patent that we have. So nobody else can sync between, so everybody is watching at the same time, no matter where you are. That's a patent that we have been, granted by the patent office. So we've got a couple others that are out there as well.
So I'm guessing that you can't just go to like Netflix or Hulu or something and get Phenix. How does somebody engage with Phenix?
I mean, we want to. We want to work with anybody who has live content. That's who we work with. So anybody who's got live sports or live anything, live music, live auction. We do a lot of work in auction, believe it or not, because if you can imagine, if you're auctioning something, you can't really afford the delay if people are bidding on art or cars or whatnot. So we do a lot of work in the auction space. So yeah, I mean, it's really, we work with, from a sports standpoint, it's whoever owns the rights, right? Whoever has the rights to the content, whether it be the broadcaster or the property or, a sports book or something, whoever owns the rights, those are the guys we want to talk to.
Nice. That's awesome.
So I wonder, like in the case of an auction, like how many tens of dollars per second or per, tenth of a second that equates to.
Yeah, because I'm sure somebody's with a quick trigger.
It could be a lot. I mean, depending on the item, right? I mean, we do work with a company called Cox Automotive, and they are the largest auction of cars in North America, and they do like thousands of cars. It's unbelievable how many cars they auction, and people are just lining up, and they can do it right from their mobile device, and they can just literally buy a car in real time. So it gets to be, I mean, they generate a half a $1 trillion in money, over the course of a year in car auctions, $500 billion. It's insane.
And from your accent, I can tell you're a huge Dallas Cowboys fan.
Oh my God. No, Jonathan, wait a minute. I will admit this to you. It ain't so. I will tell you that I grew up about 10 minutes from Shea Stadium, so I'm a long-suffering New York Jets fan.
Oh my! Hey, better than the Giants, man. But
hey, man, I'm digging Zach Wilson. I think we got a little bit of a future, and
you got something.
I think we have something. I think something. I think
Mark's been on that guy since he was in college.
Really?
Yeah. First time I saw him, I think they played University of Houston, and I was just like, man, I don't. That he did some things that was pretty special. And I was like, I like this kid.
Yeah, I like him too. I think he's got, and I like their coach. I think they brought in, Saleh. I think he's a tough-minded, no nonsense guy, which is what the
You need
Jets
that.
needed. We had some just terrible guys the last couple of years. So
You want to? What was the brother name? Rob, not Rob. Rex.
Rex
Ryan
Ryan?
fan.
Rex is great.
Rex
is
was great. I mean, look,
yeah,
you
he's
know,
great for the Jets.
he was
Yeah.
great for us. I mean, he
Yeah.
brought us to 2 championship games. So I mean, I have
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
You know, I got props
mean-
for Rex. You know,
Hey,
I
that
mean,
last guy, that guy was on coke when he did his first
no.
when he did his first interview. Adam, what's his name? I don't. the last
Adam
coach.
Gase.
Yeah, that guy was coked out his mind.
Yeah,
Eyes wide
I did
open.
not understand that move. I got to be honest with you. I didn't get that one.
That wasn't the,
We were
wasn't
like,
the plan.
what the hell was going on, man?
I don't know what that one was, but
Yeah,
I was not a
train wreck
fan
from
of
the
that.
Start.
But no,
Y'all
I think
almost-
we're
y'all
we're headed in the
almost
right
took
direction.
Bucks.
Oh,
Y'all
yeah.
almost took the Bucks, even with Antonio's antics, and
Yeah.
still not enough.
Oh yeah.
No.
Right, right.
And that says a lot about a coach when you're not having a winning season, right? Everybody can be taking
to
it by
show
this
up
point,
for a game.
and they're still going out there playing hard.
Hard.
NFL,
Yeah.
So
that's a lot. That's big time.
Are you good with what Robert Sala's done to this point with the team?
Very
and-
much.
and
Yeah,
what-
very
the
much. I
direction
mean,
they're
I
moving?
look at, you know, my son's a Giants fan, and I look at the Giants, and they're like, they seem to have gotten worse the last couple of weeks.
Oh yeah,
And the Jets
Yeah.
have gotten better. I mean, they're not
Yeah.
going to make any, you know, not going to do anything, but
No doubt.
you know, they're playing hard, like Mark said. I mean, they're playing hard for their coach, and that tells
Yeah.
me that he has control of the locker room, and
Respect.
and you
They
know,
respect him.
they want to play for him, and
Mhm.
and I think that was the case when he was in San Francisco. Everything that I read, it would seem like they all really respected him and liked him as a coach. So
yeah.
I think
Certainly.
I feel, look, I mean, it's the Jets, and I have to take everything with a grain of salt. But I will say that this is
Yeah.
the first time in a while I feel like we're headed in the right direction.
That's
Yeah,
nice.
great. And
I mean,
see,
Cowboys got 10 wins, 11 wins. I don't know, but you got to take that with a grain of salt too.
Oh man, like I don't even want to talk about that right now. But no, it's I mean, you look at teams like Miami, right? Last year, not greatest years, but they were ending on a high note, right? And they're
Yeah.
coming to this year, and they started off slow, but just still pounding. And last week's game really hurt them. But I mean,
did.
they're right on the brink of
They're a good
the
team.
playoffs. Yeah, they've got a good team. They won 7 straight games, and it's kind of how I see the Jets, like trending
Jets.
up, right? And that's where you want to be, regardless
Yeah.
of playoffs or whatever. Because you
Yeah.
in the season trending up, that's gonna give you hope for the next season and something to look forward to. Unlike the Giants.
sure.
Yeah,
They're a
no,
mess.
and you know, they have a couple of draft picks in the top 10. So you know, I'm hopeful that we'll get, you know, a couple of good players. Get me some linemen, because man, this freaking game is like, the whole game now is like, seems like it's in the trenches. It's like, if you don't have right, I mean, if you don't have, you can't rush the passer, or you can't
It's been
protect the
that.
quarterback, you're dead.
Oh yeah.
Like, you don't got a chance. Not
No.
for no championship. No.
No, not for a
I'll tell you-
championship, right?
Jay, like you said, trending up is good. Arizona has been a great example of trending up
Yes,
over
yes.
3 years. Like,
Yeah.
first year, whoop, second year was like, oh, okay. Third,
Right.
This year, like, man, it's awesome.
Yeah, they're
That's
for
the
real.
team you don't want to
See.
face come playoff time.
No,
Right.
no.
Because you don't know which team is going to show up for them. But no, man. So where can the people go find Phenix and jump on your platform? Is it a website? Is it a app? I mean, what's the best way to
Support
join the
this.
Phenix
Yeah.
Club? Yeah, and support what you guys are doing.
Yeah, come to our website and learn more, and get in touch with us. PhenixRTS.com. That's Phoenix with no O. So Phoenix up from the ashes, as they say. It's the goddess, you know.
Yes, sir.
So PhenixRTS.com, and we'd love to work with anybody who, you know, who's out there who thinks that this could be, you know, something for them. So we'd love to chat.
Excellent. Jed, well, we definitely appreciate you coming on, man. I know you got to jump off and head to your next meeting. You're a busy, busy man. But no, it's been a pleasure meeting you.
Thank
I'm
you.
sure we will speak again, because there's a lot more
I hope
smack
so,
we
yeah.
can talk, and a lot more sports
Yeah,
we can
man.
talk, man. But
Oh, for
have
sure.
a great day.
Appreciate you, man.
And yeah, we'll see you next time, man.
Guys, thank you, man. Appreciate it, and good luck with the next 50.
I
sure.
appreciate you, Jed.
Thanks, bro.
Okay.
Have
See
a
you
good
guys.
Have a great one.
Oh man, that was
Oh, look
pretty
at that.
sweet, man.
What a smooth
Yeah.
transition you did there too.
Hey,
Except
man,
that
I'm
Mark's
trying-
like
uh-oh.
half cut off.
Yeah, Mark just, you got to cut off. Something had to happen right there. It was solid,
Right.
though.
Hmm?
But I got
It
you.
was
Hold on.
solid.
Let me get Mark. Hold on. Let me-
While you're doing that, Jed brought up something. Jed mentioned
What do you say?
he mentioned something that we'll talk a little bit more about. We had a huge loss of a sports icon just
Yeah.
recently.
Yeah.
It was the coach of the Raiders from 69 to 78, almost 10 years. Color commentary for the NFL from 79 to 09, or
Yep.
is it 04? It's 09. On every network.
Yeah.
Did one of the most important sports video games.
That I beat Mark in any time and every time he ever wanted to play some Madden.
Look, from
No matter
19
what year.
in that game are not even that old.
Yeah, man. No, that's,
John Madden,
88, 89,
December 28th.
90.
Huge respect for a big guy with a big heart.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
No,
man.
Madden is, he's an icon, bro. Like, Mark, when did you start playing Madden, bro?
88.
88? Yeah.
I was playing as a kid.
Facts.
Yeah, bro.
We had.
I was
yeah,
buying it
it's-
for my kids in '88, but that's,
Were you?
no, not really. I was in high school.
Yeah.
I was like a junior.
Yeah. I was starting Nintendo.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, see,
that
I
crazy?
Nintendo
think
was
first
a
one I played was on Sega Genesis.
And then,
And-
Sega was next. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sega had it 1990 and 91.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's the
Yeah.
first one. That's when I got involved. I played Tecmo Bowl
It got
and
better
and Joe Montana Talk football on Nintendo,
on Nintendo. Yeah. Yeah.
and then got the Sega, and it
Yeah.
was all about Madden, bro.
I'm just
all
gonna tell you,
Madden, bro.
Madden NFL '88 is a big difference between that and like Madden 18.
90.
Or even 90.
18.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I would say it's a big difference from 88, 90.
Right.
Going from
But-
Nintendo to Sega is a big difference. But then, you move. Yeah, now, like, oh god, it's not
It's
even close.
insane.
It's dumb. Like today is, it's crazy. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, that's
still play.
it's really interesting to see that just not to take away from Madden, but the progress of technology along the lineage of
Development.
Madden NFL has been amazing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So Madden, man, that dude, and I got a little graphic here. I'm a
Mhm. It is, man. Yeah. His voice, bro. His voice is iconic, bro. It's crazy. Bro. Yeah. Like,
quotes, man.
Of coaches
yeah.
that have coached 100 games, he still is the winningest coach.
Oh yeah, 10
Of
seasons.
coach-
coaches
100?
that have coached 100 games,
Insane.
100 games.
Highest winning percentage.
which is
Wow.
nice. It's also
Yeah.
simple to calculate because 100 games.
And people don't even
Yeah.
factor that into his greatness.
Better
Right,
than
yeah.
Belichick?
We're over here talking about Madden NFL football, the video game. Yeah.
Who's second?
Oh, I don't know.
I have no idea.
Who cares?
Bill-
It's got to be
Belichick.
like Lombardi or something like that. I
Chuck
think
Noll is
not-
gonna be somebody
yeah,
like Chuck
maybe.
Noll.
Chuck Noll.
Could be
Yep.
Noel, yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Belichick's
He was
not.
also the,
Belichick got to be in there.
He was
Belichick
also
gotta be
the
up there.
first. That was also the
Tomlinson.
first Raiders Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah,
Ever.
he
That's
was
crazy.
Ever. Yeah.
beast.
That's crazy. And he
Yeah.
went through some. He coached in the game of the immaculate catch.
Yeah,
With Franco
immaculate
Harris, the
reception,
catch.
Yeah,
That was-
man. With Franco.
That was tough. Yeah,
Hey, did you see the immaculate
FL.
reception this weekend with the
I
center
did.
from Buffalo?
huh?
The guy from Buffalo, the center, they caught the ball.
Oh, yeah, it did look like it. I was thinking it was like the kid, the fake punt with the Cardinals. I was pretty immaculate.
Man, that was Another sore subject, man. Oh,
Like
I guess.
that was great.
Yeah, man. I guess we can go ahead and transition into these sports, man. May as well get to
Yeah,
it,
man.
We're talking
because
about it.
yeah, we talking about it.
Yeah.
We'll go ahead and I got to get Madden down real quick. Hey, man, shout out to Renee, man. Uh, he's had to transition to a new spot for a little bit, but he'll be back on the
Yeah.
show with us, so I won't have to have all these itty jitty moments.
Yeah.
Hey, man, you don't gotta throw the L up on the screen, man. But hey,
Oh, this is for you. This is for that.
Hey,
Special.
man.
This for me.
Yeah, okay. Got you. So, I mean, bro, like, broken record, you know what I'm complaining about already.
You're gonna say something about Dak.
He gonna
How'd
say
you know?
absolutely.
How'd you know? And that Greg the peg leg,
Greg
Hey,
the peg.
if he makes that kick, it's 25-25. If he don't miss a 30-yard field goal, it's 25
Yeah,
up.
you're right.
Hey, it must be the first week of the month
We got the sirens.
because we got the sirens.
We got the
You got the
sirens.
siren.
Got the sirens.
I don't
going
hear
off.
it.
City
That's
of
good.
Dallas is
I don't
taking
hear
care
it.
of us.
But yeah, man, like
Yeah,
Need to be
we've done
safe.
a lot better with our sound now.
Yeah.
Oh, let's get
Yeah.
louder now.
yeah,
Yeah.
it just revved up like 6 notches.
Oh wow.
But bro,
Yeah.
so as a receiver, and we're gonna talk about Dak for a second. I just want to ask you this.
Yeah.
I've been complaining about this accuracy situation for a
Yeah.
minute now.
Yeah.
And people
I feel
talking
you.
about he's 60+% completion percentage. Bro, when it's 5 yards, like I don't really care about that. Now if it's 60 plus 18 yards down the field, we can talk about that. Right?
Yeah.
But if you're a receiver and
Mm-hmm.
time again, your quarterback's throwing behind you or selling balls over you, making you get fully extended, stretched up in the middle of the defense,
Yeah.
are you gonna eventually stop giving the same effort on those routes or for those balls?
No. No.
Or are you
You're
gonna
not.
stop believing in your
You're not.
quarterback?
No.
Or just
No.
go further down the
No.
field so it
No.
hits you in the right spot.
No, dude. Like you play, and hopefully there's the relationships there. So even though he made airmail 1, whatever, or 2, or 3, whatever, hang you out, whatever. What happens after that, that conversation that happens after that, is the thing that secures the relationship, and the fact that, bro, just throw it. Like I got you. If you got to make a tough catch, I got to make a tough catch. Whatever it is, like I got you. And I think he definitely has that, because if apart from the accuracy, he's still he's respected, bro. Like he's
But why?
why is he respected?
What is
Because
an
he has
inaccurate
leadership
quarterback?
characteristics. He's a leader.
Intangibles.
Yeah,
A leader.
He's a leader. Yeah. Period.
That's
He's a
like
leader, bro.
saying Greg Zuerlein's a leader and
He is a
respected.
leader.
And that's like
Because
if you're
his
a
veteran
kicker
status, but
and you miss kicks, just like if you're a quarterback and you're inaccurate, what the hell are you on the field for?
well, he's not inaccurate enough to not be on the field. And he's shown that he has the ability to be accurate and win games. Big games, not so much. So again, before he, signed the contract, that was what was up in the air, right? Can he win big games? He's gonna can he win a Super Bowl?
No.
Still, no. Like
No.
the answer is no. I don't think he has that.
No.
But the jury's still out, because he has the ability. He can throw an in route. He can throw an out route. It's not that he can't make those throws. He just, under pressure, for whatever reason, he hasn't done it.
Bro, Cedric
Benny?
Wilson has the ability to complete passes.
He can complete them all. You're right. You're right.
But is he a
And
quarterback?
under pressure, clearly
No.
he completes it, because they needed that play that he made, like, bad. They needed
Yeah.
it so bad, bro.
It's just like, man, I just don't get why people give Dak
He's not
so much
He's not
leniency.
good under pressure,
Like
bro.
he's not good at all. He's not good
No, I wouldn't say
unless
at
he's
all.
up by 20.
I can't say at all.
Or unless he's down by 20.
You look at the game. You can't say at all. At all is like that's short sighted, bro. Like you know that.
Well, he's
He's
not
a
good
good
unless he's
player.
down
He's a
by
good
20.
quarterback. He's better than half the quarterbacks in the NFL. Like he's still
Half the
I'll
quarterbacks
say
ain't getting paid $160 million.
fair, but I'm saying
That's because he's got good marketing.
that's what I would say. He's in the prime location to get paid 150 million.
That's insane.
Dallas.
Insane.
Like he just
though.
that's the market. That's the market.
I would
Don't
feel
beat him
much
up for the
better
market.
if
He's
we
still
made that
top 15.
trade for Russell Wilson earlier in the year.
I
Like
feel
that.
you.
I
feel
feel
you.
much better going into these playoffs with Russell Wilson. I feel much
I feel
better
you.
going into the playoffs with Tyler Huntley as our quarterback. Quite honestly. Like you
Yeah,
look
I
at
don't. Nah, I
with
mean
our
Huntley is
receivers, why is Dalton Schultz week in and week out our leading pass catcher?
because that's his that's comfort zone. That's
I
comfort
need a
zone.
guy that can hit the receivers. We got Amari Cooper, the guys that can make plays, and talking to Mr. Yak, guys that can get that yak. I need
Yeah,
them with
you
the ball
got
in
it.
their hands.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
but
feel you.
like, so you come from a baseball background,
Well, I play football
right?
too, so I have a great
But-
understanding
but-
of it.
But like,
Yes.
where I'm going with this,
Yes.
if you're playing baseball
Mhm.
and you know you got a guy who hits pretty consistently but chokes when the pressure's on, and you got another guy who maybe doesn't have the leadership potential or some of the other things, but you know when you put him at the plate, he's going to
batting
sock
99
one
he batting
all the way
99.
out.
Yeah.
You switch
He
that
batting
guy
he batting
in,
128.
and everybody's
He
cool
batting
with that.
128.
Yeah, but
I'm
nobody.
sorry, Mark. I couldn't hear what you said because
No, I said he's batting 128. The guy you're
Yeah,
talking
right.
about, he's batting 128.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but you
World
know
Series,
when that's
game on the line.
that play.
Yeah, we put him in.
Yeah, but we don't have a guy we can put in right now.
Okay,
You
well
don't.
that's a different problem.
Because if we did, I'd have Dak on the bench quick. Straight
Yeah,
up.
but would you have him on the bench all the time?
Yes, unless we're up by 20.
Let's roll by 20.
And then I bring him in against soft coverage because he is
Yeah,
freaking
I don't.
90%.
There's
completion.
a
against
few
soft
quarterbacks you can put in front of Dak, but it ain't that many.
Man, I could put a whole slew of them
Who?
right now.
How many is in a slew?
Kyler Murray,
Who?
Russell Wilson, Jared Allen, Tom
Yep.
Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Josh
Yep.
Herbert, Mike Tannehill. What's my guy from Miami?
You put
Young Buck?
Tannehill in front of Dak?
Absolutely. I'm
I
putting
think it's the
Tannehill in
same.
front of Dak. I'm putting Jalen Hurts in front of Dak. What I'd rather
Oh
have.
God, no! You
I'm
tripping?
putting my guy in
Hurts is
Miami
as
in front
accurate
of
as
Dak.
Dak is. Tua, hell no! You crazy?
I'm absolutely putting Tua in front of Dak.
Tua's going ding and dunk, ding and dunk, ding and dunk. Whatever.
That's what Dak does.
Who-
He had 5.6 yards a game all season.
That's what I'm saying. That's not
All
a
season.
head. That's the same thing.
But
man, okay.
Oh man, I
That's
gotta
fine.
switch
Okay.
ears because my headphone just went out. It just
What
died
else?
on me.
I just want to know how many
put
quarterbacks
Tua.
goes into
You're
a metric
crazy.
slew.
Man,
You said a whole
Crazy.
slew.
a whole slew, bro. Like I put a lot of quarterbacks in front of Dak
Tua,
Prescott.
no. Like no. What?
Yeah, we're talking
Yeah,
about potential. Absolutely,
No,
bro.
bro.
Look at Tua's completion percentage. He just gets
Yes, because he's under. Yeah, he throws underneath all the time. He hits the check down.
hurt. Dak does too.
The
I told
the,
y'all I
point- the
felt
point
better with
is
Andy
they're
Dalton
the
in the game
same.
last year.
Like you would just be replacing. It'd be the same thing. You'd be complaining about the same thing because you'd be doing the same thing.
But you see what I'm saying though? Like there's no
Look,
difference.
No, I don't. I won't put him in the front.
Right?
He's the same. Let's not put
Well-
him ahead. Name somebody who's better. You gotta whoever you say you put in front, they
Better?
gotta be better. Like
Well,
straight up better.
I named like 7
You
off
did.
top.
You did.
Five.
Yeah, I give you that. I say
And I
he's
can
a
keep
top
going.
15 guy. He's a top 15 guy.
Lamar Jackson, I put in front of Dak. And Tyler Huntley, I put in front of Dak. Right?
Wow.
Burrow, I'll put in front of Dak. I'm
For
not
sure.
putting
Burrow. Baker.
I'm not putting Baker in front of Dak.
Okay.
Teddy Bridgewater is Dak.
You putting Mac?
I'm putting Mac in front of Dak. I'm putting Mac in front
Mac
of
Jones?
before
Dak,
Dak.
bro.
I put Mac Jones in front of Dak.
Mac
There's
before Dak.
like half the quarterbacks, more than half the quarterbacks in the league starting right now, I'm putting in front of Dak Prescott, bro.
Right. He's a 15, like he's a 15, 14, 15 guy.
But the problem is he's getting paid like a top 3.
I agree. I mean, that's because he's in Dallas. That's the market, bro. That's the market.
But he demanded it. What's a joke?
He got it.
I mean, he knew the market.
Because we had freaking Cooper Rush behind him.
That's the other.
It doesn't matter.
The other side of the game.
He capitalized.
So,
yeah, it is. But he
one side of the game is
timing.
making connections. The other side is connecting the dots to make the money.
And then we got a ridiculous,
and he did that. Yeah.
slow offensive coordinator that puts this inaccurate quarterback in shotgun consistently. Like, why? You know what I'm saying? Put him under center.
It leads to almost winning games.
Almost winning. But do you see how well we do when he's under center, when Zeke is running the ball, when Pollard's running the ball, they hit the play action for positive yards. Bro, the other day,
that's the offense.
it was like in the second quarter. It was like beginning of second quarter, first down run, 5 yards, second down run, 4 yards, 3rd and 1. And both of those times we were single back formation, those plays. 3rd and 1, this idiot goes to shotgun.
Run a draw.
But why? After we just got 9 yards under center. We just need one more.
That's it. I get it. That one ain't just gimme. It ain't gimme.
No, it's not gimme, but you got a better chance than shotgun, running back stepping to the side versus coming downhill with a little momentum. Like,
debatable. That's debatable.
I just want to point out that you've managed to get Mark from L to defending Dak and Dallas.
I'm just saying, man.
I'm like, no, I don't know. I'm with him. I've always been like, every time Jay say something, I'll be like, no, Dak is good. Like,
what you got? What you got in that glass over there?
Get off of
Red
Dak.
wine?
Red wine, baby.
Red wine or
Robitussin? Red wine.
Yeah. I can jam with that.
I just want to tell you, bro, you have got to come back and be healthy.
Yeah.
Because Jonathan is making me drink your share of the screwball. And I'm turning into a screwball.
Oh God!
It's good stuff.
A little loose over there.
A little heavy on the pores. So enough about the Cowboys. We know they lost 25-22. No chance in the playoffs. Super Bowl talk.
Arizona was
in the trash.
They came off three losses. I felt that coming anyway. So it always happens like that. Just where it happens like that.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
But there's another team that's close to our heart.
The Ravens.
Yeah.
That was
another
a tough
L. Another one.
Green
Bay was a tough
2019 to the Rams. Did you watch that game?
All the way through and through. So it was tough because we was up, like we was on their head like all game.
Yeah.
That's what made it tough. But it was
kept getting turnovers.
Like, I was glad to see OBJ make a clutch play, like with his career and how it went, what all this, the shit he's been through and all that shit. Yeah. Just for him to make a clutch play to win a game, a big game too. They needed that. Yeah, but because I like that guy. I like him. I like his skill. I like how he plays. I love. He's super passionate for the game. Like, I don't know. I like that guy. So it was good to see that.
So where does Baltimore sit in the playoff run right now? They still got a wild card chance?
We do, actually, surprisingly, which is crazy. Yeah. We need, I want to say, I think about 3 teams to lose for us to actually make. We had to win, and I think 3 teams need to lose for us to get in.
Lamar will be back this week, won't he?
Hopefully. I think he will be.
Yeah.
I think he will be.
Yeah. They said he still looked kind of real ginger on that ankle.
A little gimpy.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was I think it was more high than they said. Because them high ankles, they just last a little longer.
Yeah.
3 to 4 weeks. Damn near. So I really believe it was. Just looking at how he got hit and the way his ankle went,
Yeah.
it looked like a high, a little
Yeah.
more high than it was. So if he comes back this week, it'd be great. 'Cause we definitely need to win. I think, Huntley did great. Like I can't even. I mean, I'm not surprised
Yeah.
that he was able to, move the ball, help us go 98-yard drive. Like what? Come on, like solid drives.
Yeah.
Put points on the board, have us in the game, give us the opportunity to win ball games. But unfortunately, come up short.
Yeah.
Which,
Yeah,
it's
and
like
it
that.
seemed like the
Just like that.
line just wasn't protecting like they. But you're looking at Aaron Donald. You're looking at some monsters on that D line for the Rams.
Yeah, I was saying now, yeah, the Rams. I mean, and I enjoy watching the game because those are my two teams, actually.
Yeah,
So
I was gonna say
it was
like.
cool. Yeah, it was
I was
cool.
gonna-
It was cool to watch.
So are you more of a Ravens guy than a Rams guy still, or you still love the Rams?
Yeah, because Ravens that's first love,
Yeah.
and then Rams I love because it took me back to just joy of football, like just fun. Like
Yeah.
football's fun. We're throwing the ball all over the field, like
That's show
fun.
on turf.
It's fucking awesome. Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
And so I absolutely love both of them, but Baltimore is his first love, and
Oh yeah.
I was there longer, so and I'm more ingrained with the city and so on and so forth. But
Excellent. Yeah, because
It
y'all
was
were
great to
St.
watch.
Louis Rams.
yeah. The Lou.
Yeah,
Whole different thing.
That's a pretty
It's a whole
dope. That's a
nother
pretty
world.
dope city though, man. St.
The
Louis.
Lou? Yeah, Lou's
I got to
nice,
spend some
man.
time over there.
Yeah,
But
it
no,
was nice.
man,
It was a good time.
that's hopefully the Ravens can sneak on in there, man, and everything works out in their favor. Because
Let's
it
see.
will be a shame to not see Lamar Jackson in the playoffs.
Yeah, it is not in our hands. That's the case. So
Yeah, and they can make some
yeah,
noise, man.
we'll see.
Like if they get
Huh?
in there, if
It's
they
a
get
tough.
healthy, they can make
Oh,
some
they're a
noise.
tough out. That's not who you want to play. You don't want to play that team. Like
Yeah.
that. Our team beat up, banged up as it was. Green Bay, who's going to obviously get a first round bye, probably going to go to the NFC Championship, possibly Super Bowl. I could see them winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
To Green Bay, hot down the line. Like we
Yeah.
convert 2-point conversion, we win.
Mm-hmm.
With our banged up, we don't have half our secondaries out, O line, our top left tackles out. Like and then going into the next week, same thing, banged up. We got Huntley back though,
Yeah.
and we take the Rams, who will, they're contenders. They're legit contenders to
Yeah.
the wire.
And you take that Josh Johnson game out, you're talking about 4 losses, like 4 points. 5
Yeah.
points in 4 losses.
Like right there, a
Yeah.
point exactly. I
With
mean,
some
and that's not a
very stiff
bro.
competition.
stiff competition, bro. That's not a team you want to play in the playoffs.
For
Like,
sure, man. So we'll move on to the next subject, which is a hot topic in a lot of conversations this week in the NFL, man. It is what took place in
Mm. Mm.
by Tom Brady,
Yeah.
Again.
but it
Again,
was
yes.
The GOAT.
overshadowed by a certain gentleman doing topless jumping jacks.
Upstaged by a topless performance.
Look at my nipples. Look at my
Oh,
nipples.
so man, what's up with AB, bro? Like I take it back to that Vontez perfect hit, bro, and say everything has been different since that
Ever
hit.
since then, huh?
Since that hit, AB
Hey,
is
AB, bro.
been
AB
different.
pulled a full Kanye.
Yeah,
Straight,
he did,
yeah.
bro.
Full Kanye.
Straight facts, yeah.
Hey,
I'm finna make us.
Ray Edwards, a guy from the show, he
Yeah.
said if this job had a face, straight up, bro. Like
Yeah,
that
bro.
was. Have you ever seen anything like that?
No, hell no, never, not like that. The boy jumping jacks, the piece, like no. I've
Threw
seen
shoulder
players
pads on the bench.
take off though, like take their pads and like go to the locker room. Yeah, I've seen that before.
Really during the game?
I,
Like
During the game, yeah.
calmly.
No,
Maybe
well,
maybe a little
no,
bit pissed
it was.
off.
I seen it. Shit, it happened. I mean, in Baltimore, Mason did it.
Really?
He left, went to
Big
the locker
Mason?
room. Every had to go get him.
Wow. See,
Yeah.
I never did. He took his shoulder pads off.
Well, he unbuckled and then went in there and was
Ah,
like, "Fuck it, I'm out of here. Fuck this shit."
But he didn't
Fuck
do
all
the
y'all.
dance and the jumping
And
jacks.
it wasn't the antics because it was more like what we're doing is not winning football, and I'm out.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
So-
then he
He was-
released a single.
Hey,
Hey,
B
have you
knew what
heard
he
the
was doing,
song
man.
though?
He knew
Pit
what he
Not
was
the
doing.
Palace.
Hey, he knew what he was doing.
Yeah, bro.
I was just
Hey,
like, he
boy,
knew what he was doing.
It's
He
a
knew what
good
he was doing.
PR. Good PR
Yeah,
push.
he knew what he was doing.
He's like,
He
man,
pulled it-
they ain't gonna give me my bonus. I'm gonna get these
Bro.
iTunes plays
I'll
up.
say it is PR.
Kanye's the
Good
best.
PR.
Kanye,
Oh
it
my
is. Kanye's the
gosh.
best. Like when he does something to get people in their feelings
Yeah.
and up and talking, and then the album is coming. You know, the album's
Yep.
coming.
Yeah.
Kanye's the best at it.
Cause you won't hear anything about Ye, and then suddenly he didn't went off the
Sudden, solid.
deep
Yeah,
end.
like what?
Like,
Says
whoa.
this, but yeah, and then the album. Boom.
Yep. It's like, hold on, when's that release?
Oh,
You know
yes, man.
something's about to drop. But no, man, that was pretty
All
incredible,
coverage
you
is
know,
good
situation. And you know, a lot of people saying that, you know, he needs to get help. I think he needs to get
Cheers.
help.
I think he's got help.
And AB is like
Cheers.
my favorite.
Yeah.
Let's get some of that. Let's get some of that. cheers.
Well, cheers.
Some of that, man. PED toast, bro.
ED
Got that
toes.
refill. How you get a refill?
Yeah.
You didn't move, dog. You got that endless bottom cup.
Yep. Huh?
That's what's up, man.
Nah,
No,
I got-
so
Sweet Liz in the building,
what up? What's up,
Taking
sweet
care of-
Liz?
baby boy.
Yeah, man. That's that good doctor. That's that good nurse. That
Yep.
good little TLC. Ain't nothing wrong
Yep.
with that TLC.
Not at all.
Yeah, bro.
Oh.
So, now that was crazy what happened with AB, man. Other games in the league this week, you know, the Packers went in on the Vikings
was
had no quarterback.
Effortless.
Yeah, that was
It
bad.
was bad.
Yeah,
It was
and
bad.
how do you feel about, you know, how did the Vikings feel their quarterback did not want to take the COVID shot? Now the coach dealing with it with Carson Wentz missing this week, right?
No,
What
yeah,
does that do
I
to
mean,
a team?
he's fine. Huh?
What does that do to a team? Like, how do you feel when your
You got to
quarterback-
respect it.
You gotta respect it, just like
You
Kyrie.
got to respect it. Just like you got to respect it. Grown man. Grown man.
you're
I'm
right.
not, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, you know, apart from the sport that we're playing, which, you know, at the end of the day, doesn't really mean much.
Yeah.
You're going to die.
Hey, you sound like AB right now, man. This is what we do, not who we are.
That's facts. That's a fact. If you
Yeah.
get it confused, then there's going to be trouble adjusting to real life.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that now. But oh yeah, at the end of the day, like it's, bro, you got to respect your teammate, your brother, who like his choice to do what he thinks is best for him and his family.
Yeah.
And so
Well, it's
know,
not
and-
like he just jumped up and did this out of the blue, right?
what's that?
And not take the shot.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
no, he's made it
been-
clear.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
that-
mean, he's had plenty of opportunity to explain. I'm not
Yeah,
doing
nah.
this.
And he
This
didn't pull
is
an
not
Aaron
my-
Rodgers and tell
We're at
everybody
the
he was
end of the season.
immunized.
Yeah.
He could have got that guy from India to come take the shot for him.
And
He could've.
Aaron Rodgers been on too much Jeopardy. Like, what is immunized?
Right. It's legal term that people will take
Yeah.
to believe that I am actually vaccinated.
Yes, exactly. I didn't tell you that I didn't say I was vaccinated. I didn't lie. You gotta listen to me when
I didn't
talk.
say that I
What is-
wasn't. That's right.
Yeah.
Depends on
I
what
didn't
you
say
mean
that
by
I
the word
was. I
is.
didn't say that I wasn't.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Right?
I mean, that's presidential talk there.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. You're right.
Nah.
Hey, he wanted to be the host of Jeopardy. So, hey, that is presidential talk.
But they
So-
get through it, and that they put new protocol in place that actually helps the players who are not vaccinated.
Yeah.
And so if you do test positive and you're asymptomatic, then you don't have to quarantine as long as you did before. I think
It's
this
like
was
5
been
days
a
now?
week ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
5 days. So
the CDC has cut down just everybody's quarantine time from what it was.
Nice.
yeah,
So
across the board.
yeah, I mean, I got the vaccine, and I know it was a thing, but like, man, we got to live. We got to keep
gotta
living
keep
life,
living.
right?
Yeah, exactly.
So
You got people on house arrest because they got sick.
right. One of
Like,
these
for
days we're
real
gonna have
house
to
arrest.
like, okay, let's just go
Let's
back.
not go to
Let's
Australia.
get-
Talk about.
Yeah.
No, we'll lock your ass up.
Yeah, like for real. That's crazy.
They proposed. I saw some on Twitter. One of the senator, somebody proposed detention for unvaccinated people who
Detention?
get sick. Yeah, detention.
D Hall
Mm.
for grown-ups.
Yeah, but
That boy there.
they're talking about jail. That's what.
Cause
That's
it's
what
That boy there. Yeah, that's
you know
that's
what
weak.
what Australia. You know what else Australia has?
what is
What's
it?
that?
Well, platypuses.
All
koalas,
the most dangerous
But
Kangaroos.
snakes and
Sharks.
spiders in the world.
Yeah.
did I mention that Jay's been plying me with alcohol?
Hey, I love it. Hey, you should have
With
saw
what?
the first pour. I made it real
What?
heavy. The first pour of
It was
Oh.
like this much.
I gave him a full glass.
It
Oh,
was,
wow.
but yeah, Australia has some of the strongest gun laws.
Really?
So if they want to lock everybody up in the country,
They can.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I didn't
What are you
realize that
gonna
at
do
all.
Are our gun laws getting stronger?
In New York.
Feel like they're trying to push for that shit.
Yeah, in New York, it's real deal Holyfield up there.
I mean, I'm not trying to say that things should be one way or the other. I'm just saying, like,
Wait, you don't think you should have guns?
I'm just saying that in
He wants to take away
Texas
your
you don't
Second
see
Amendment
people
rights.
being detained because of a virus, whereas in Australia you do. That's all I'm
Yeah,
saying.
I rather Texas be the situation than Australia be the situation.
Yeah, no doubt.
I'll take guns over not
No
having
doubt.
guns. 1,000% every day.
Speaking of
all day.
guns,
Just saying.
the Colts lost to the Raiders this weekend.
Yes, they
The
did.
guns
They
lost to
did.
the swords and eye patches.
Yes.
That's a huge win for the Raiders.
It's all about the
Right.
heart. It's the heart. It's not the weapon. It's
And-
the heart.
It was a big win.
Yeah. And speaking of heart, not the weapon, the Bengals beat the Chiefs.
Freaking Bengals.
That was an amazing game.
A crazy game, bro.
I was going back and
how
forth
was
between
that?
those two. That was great.
How good are Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow?
Oh my God.
Like they
Bro,
made the point. They was like,
I love Burrow, bro.
yeah, I do too. That boy's a slinger, bro. He throws that thing.
Hey,
He will make sure that
Burrow
defense,
hood, bro.
Yeah, he will make sure
He country
that
hood, bro.
defense is doing what they're supposed to do. Like they got to cover
For
everything.
sure.
And they got Joe
Yeah.
Mixon, the OU boy, in the backfield that keep him real honest on defense.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
But, I mean,
Bro.
he couldn't believe, Jamar Chase couldn't believe that he had more receiving yards than Pat Mahomes had thrown.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
The
That's
boys
crazy.
had
That's
1,000 yards of offense in 2 weeks.
and that will be one of the craziest stats like 10 years from now. Like, yo,
Yeah.
this one time
One
For
time
him
this
to
dude
be
threw
able to say that
540 yards
as
in 1
he-
week
Yep.
gets older, like what? Oh, it's crazy,
and 460 the next week. Like, God.
bro.
Like,
What?
They are a
Grandma
problem.
J.A.? What?
the Bengals?
The Bengals?
They're a problem.
What? Papa Mark.
They're a problem.
You kidding?
Yeah.
That boy, so like Chase is so efficient with his route running and his body control,
Yeah.
bro. He's gonna obliterate a lot of records.
That's
and
crazy.
because Joe is just his mentality is awesome. First of all, and then he has some Tom Brady, bro. I ain't gonna lie, like he is
Yeah.
stone cold, like, and he'll do like he a G. I call him country hood, like
Man.
he
But he-
that, bro.
But he couldn't start at
Tell him,
Ohio
He
State.
don't care. So fuck it. I'm going to LSU.
That's crazy.
And I'm winning the Natty. And I'm breaking every record in college football, period.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna be first overall pick. And I'm gonna let y'all know that ain't about me. It's about my people. Like straight up.
Man. And
like that's how he is. And then this game, like it's cool. It's fun. Like no big deal. Are we losing?
Just having a great time.
Yeah, we'll come back. It'll be
can tell they're
good
having
too
fun.
when we win. Bro. He got it. He got
Bro.
it. Jamar got it. They all got it. I love
I'm a
that,
fan.
that young group. I love it.
Yeah, that's what I'm playing with on Madden.
What's that song? Even when I win, I lose. Even when I lose, I win.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that dude there is a beast, man. He's great with it.
Gonna be great, bro.
Big Ben, you think he's done? Is he calling it a career?
It's time. It's time.
Yeah,
Just watching that game too. It was time. It's time. It's definitely time. He knows it. You know, it was a great salute. Like the whole, round that he did at the stadium. I watched that. It was cool to see.
Even the kneel down, the interception to let him get the kneel down at the end of the game. The victory formation.
And that's you're baseball. You know how.
Yeah.
Stuff just happens. I don't know. It just happens like that. Like
you couldn't write that in a movie.
You can't write it.
Nobody believes it.
You know?
Yeah.
This is the last game, and they just so happen to get a pick with 10 seconds left.
10 seconds left.
Like somebody
just the perfect amount of time for a knee, one last hoorah. It's perfect.
And then Mike Tomlin tried to call another timeout so he could do it again, but they was like,
chill. That's extra. Yeah.
Relax.
Yeah, it was great. He's had a tremendous career. I enjoyed, playing against them. I've always enjoyed watching them. They've had a lot of guys that I've liked watching. Mike Wallace, even Santonio. And obviously AB.
I love Santonio Holmes, bro. That dude there was so cold.
Oh my goodness, bro. Santonio, he was great.
Yeah, he's another Ohio State guy, wasn't he?
Hines Ward, bro.
Oh yeah,
he was still there when I was playing.
Hines Ward was one of the dirty guys, dog. He was real vicious with it. He's real vicious with it. But I enjoyed watching him play, bro.
He caught Ed Reed slipping. He caught Ed slipping.
Ear hold him.
Ooh,
did he? Good. Oh no. Hey. That's back in the day when the crackback was allowed. I used to love running the sweep when I was a receiver.
Snipe somebody.
Run a sweep?
Oh,
I'm trying to. Somebody
coming down here
right now.
You gonna come down? Okay, bet. Yeah. We ran them toss cracks too.
Yes.
This is called a toss crack. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Those are the best plays. You know who ran the best now? San Francisco. Yeah, toss cracks, bro. I love those plays.
Yeah, bro. That's what you get real violent. But hey, after you make that block, better have your head on the swivel.
You better know. Yeah, absolutely.
Rest of the game.
Absolutely.
Rest of the career when you play that guy, you better have your head on the swivel. Yep. You ain't gonna forget. Hey, ask Vontaze Perfect and what's my TikTok dancer?
Juju. He got him.
Juju.
He's cracked that boy.
Yeah, bro. He got him back for killing AB.
He did.
AB died that day and came back to life.
He did. He came back.
Yeah.
He was another guy. Still another guy, but he came back.
Yeah. So, all right. So we're gonna move on to the NCAA, man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Months ago, I could have told you that was gonna happen, right? When they played the first time around. Yeah. So, not really any news there. Alabama did what they were supposed to do against Cincinnati, and Georgia dominated Michigan in a way I didn't see happening. Right. I knew it was going to happen, but I didn't think it was going to happen like that. Georgia looked like they were damn near NFL D-line. Everybody was huge, and everybody on Michigan wasn't. And they got a linebacker that's really big and athletic too. A few of them, I think. But
I noticed this weekend on social media that somebody was talking a lot of smack about how awesome Notre Dame was until all of a sudden it was like a 1 point, 2 point lead.
And
how did that happen? What
I logged off. I logged off. I logged off. It was about 9 minutes left.
Did
we lose Mark?
He heard me say Notre Dame and he left.
Did we lose Mark? Mark, where you at?
He'll come back.
Uh-oh.
He'll come back.
Yeah, we lost Mark for a second. But, yeah, man, so I'm not sure if let me see what we got here. What was that saying in the chat?
That's
Oh, yeah, man. That was a great time. But, yeah, let me switch over to this real quick. Yeah, so with Notre Dame, man, it was it wasn't our best effort. We started off real hot. We started off extremely hot, 21-7, and then I couldn't believe what was taking place. I couldn't believe my eyes. Are you gonna keep your eye on for Mark?
Yep.
All right, cool. Yeah, I couldn't believe my eyes, man. Oklahoma State, man, the baby brothers just kept balling, and they messed around and came back, man. And it sucked. I didn't know what to say. I was pretty upset about that whole situation. And Mark, what's up? We back in the building.
But
Right on. Let me get you switched
We're
on back on this thing, man.
Yep.
There you go. Look at that.
Yeah. So
Okay.
we're leading off with Oklahoma State and Notre Dame since we had a little itty jitty right there, and I just I don't know what to say. I'm looking forward to next year. We
It's a
got a
good
pretty
fight.
good recruiting class.
Yeah.
We had a very different quarterback than what we're used to having in Notre Dame right now. We're used to having very athletic quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Like Ian Book, he had his NFL debut. I told y'all that boy was not going to be very good in the NFL, but he looked like trash
Oh,
last
bad.
week. But
Boy got it.
yeah, he got destroyed and looked really confused the entire game.
Yeah. Deer in
That's a
headlights.
2-point loss there. Really.
Deer in headlights.
I mean,
Huh?
let's realistically.
I mean, yeah,
It's a
Yeah.
2-point loss.
Great defense.
their defense
Solid
is
defense.
really good.
Mhm.
You put that. Where's the bag on?
Yeah.
I'll put the bag on this week since that's a Notre Dame quarterback
Right.
playing for the Saints.
You mentioned Georgia and Michigan a while ago too, and I watched that game over my wife's shoulder,
Yeah,
and that
That was
Michigan it lost, but you talk about some people putting some smackdown tackles.
yeah, they got dominated.
But like
You saying Michigan was hitting hard?
they were hitting hard.
They were hitting hard when they were tackling.
Georgia was hitting
They
hard.
missed.
He-
Georgia was too.
He said Michigan was hitting
Yeah.
hard. Like when they made tackles, they
When they
were
made
hitting
the tackles,
hard.
they were hitting hard.
But they weren't making that many tackles.
They were
It
just
wasn't
missing
enough.
some. Yeah.
There were more misses
It was.
than
I'll say it
than
was a
makes.
fun game to watch.
Yeah, I mean Georgia
yeah.
dominated that game.
They absolutely
Whoa.
dominated the game. Yeah.
Like,
No doubt.
What was the final score again?
34-11.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was a
Oh, a
smackdown,
little to a
no
lot.
doubt.
Yeah, and Michigan just could not get going on offense.
Yeah. Their
And
offense was struggling for sure.
Georgia's
Man, I tell you,
defense
if-
is the reason why.
There's no way Michigan playing in that game if they played in any other weather situation against Ohio State.
Yeah,
Ohio State mops the floor with them,
yeah, you're right
Like-
about that.
hands down, bro. They
And-
can't handle them.
Ohio State, who they play this week?
Utah.
Utah. That was a good game. They
Good
almost lost to
game,
Utah.
bro.
Hey, that's
That was
Tyler
a
Huntley's
good
school
game.
right there.
Yeah, there is. Hey,
Yeah.
Utah put in work, bro.
Hey, Utah's got something, man. They got something. And they
they
have
do.
had something for a few years now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah,
And
no, they played really
Utah.
good. That was a good
Yeah.
game. It's a fun game to watch.
the Utah Utes.
That's another one of those like North Carolina. It's like they have a team.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
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 So, yeah, they do.
like Utah,
Yeah.
like they got good football. They bring a lot of those
Well,
Hawaiian guys over.
Okay.
I'll
Hawaiians
tell
and
you
Mormons.
what. How
Hawaiians
about
and Mormons.
yeah. What was it? Njiba Smith? Njiba?
Mhm. That boy there, he's gonna be a problem in the NFL. He's a number
like,
one
wait,
pick when he comes.
what?
When he decides to come out, he's gonna be a number one pick. What do you have, like 230 something yards receiving?
Try 347.
Was it 347? Yeah,
Most
that's
ever
crazy.
in a bowl game?
That is insane.
Bro,
301 dude,
347.
Yeah.
a receiver, 347
347, bro.
yards. That's insane, bro.
That's
That's insane.
insane.
But what we really want to talk about is Oklahoma. Oklahoma did their job against Oregon, right? Last Wednesday in the Alamo
Dude.
Bowl.
Yep.
And
Congrats to Bobby.
yeah, he still got something in the tank, man. I don't know why he's not coaching, but I don't know why he's not coaching anymore because he's really good at what he does. But Caleb Williams, Caleb Williams. Oh,
Yep.
that's little Jay in there
Neil
going
Jack,
in.
yeah.
Yeah. So Caleb Williams and Mario Williams, what's up with that, bro? After the win, these guys have
Hey,
entered the transfer portal. They trying to see how much money they can get.
yes.
That's what it
Caleb
is.
definitely. Mario, he's freshman All-American, so he's gonna be sought after.
Yeah.
So most definitely, I think Caleb is trying to, create a bidding war.
Wow.
My man, capitalize. I heard,
Got it.
little birdie told me Georgia had a nice little check for him.
Oh wow. Georgia,
And
huh?
upper couple $1 million range.
Hey, I just gotta. You know how I'm about the graphics I make. I make this little.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Ghostly. Yeah.
Next year. You
Yeah,
think
it
that
don't
has
matter.
anything to do with it?
I tell because everybody that's texting me and like Caleb in the portal, Mario in the portal. I'm like, so what? Who the fuck? Like, who cares? Man? Like, look, the only thing that matters is Brent Venables is in the building, Jerry Schmidt is in the building, and the culture is about to change. And the guys that are for us, they'll be there. Don't
Yeah.
like we do not have to worry about that
Yeah.
at all. There's a ton of players, and we're gonna be able to develop players. You know what I was excited about? The coach V's bringing his D-line coach from Clemson
Yeah, I
to
saw
Norman.
that. I saw that. That's huge.
Come on, man. This guy, I don't know how many first rounders he's put out, but there's a
Yeah.
few, second round, third. I mean, he's just at the end
Great
of the
coach.
day, yeah. For this first year to two, people are gonna be coming and going. That's just what it is because
Yeah.
you have to reestablish, and not everybody gonna be fit that culture. They're not gonna fit what you're trying to accomplish. They're gonna fit your mentality. It's just not. And that's
Yeah.
okay. It's not for everybody,
So what are
but
they
it's
going to do
for
about offense, right? Because I know that Venables is very defensive minded. I know that
yeah.
there's defensive line guys very defensive minded. Obviously,
Yep.
their offense. What is
Yep.
that going to look like? And is that the reason you think Caleb and Mario are 1 foot in, 1 foot out right now, or is it the money,
Uh,
NIL?
oh, for sure, NIL, absolutely.
And
Offense
that's
is going to be our offense is going to be fine. Levy coming in. At the end of the day, what we will get back to, what I'm pretty sure of, is running the ball decently. Like running
yeah,
the ball decently, playing tough defense. If in our first year all of our games are close, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like you have to kind of we're building I'll say reestablishing the foundation that Oklahoma is for the most part known for. And
yeah,
that's just being tough and just playing hard. And on defense, we're fast, we're smart, and we come when you come to the party, it's gonna be a bang.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And we tackle well.
yeah,
And then offensively, that can you give it time. You can run the ball, take shots, whatever on offense, and let that mature. Offense takes a little bit longer to find a rhythm than defense.
yeah,
Typically, like when you go into training camp, defense is already, they win in team drills usually, like pretty quick. Like
yeah,
they got it because they can kind of be chaotic and of sorts and be good. Technically, one D lineman can wreck what every 11 guys got to do on offense are trying to accomplish,
yeah.
like pretty much on defense. And so
So
defense typically is more advanced quicker when they're good and well coached. offense takes a little bit more time, but that's fine. We got time.
That's timing,
we got
chemistry,
a couple
things like
years. Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta work at it, bro. You gotta work at
And
it.
I
We're
saw
gonna
they
have to
got
work at it.
a nice little commit from a guy from Florida, Central Florida, I believe.
Yeah,
Quarterback.
Dylan Gabriel.
Yeah. And
Dylan
I
Gabriel.
hear
He came.
he's
Levy came, and so he was with Jeff Levy.
nice.
And so that's gonna be huge. That's experience, like
Yeah.
even more experience than what Caleb offers.
Yeah.
Caleb is a very talented guy who has a lot of upside and potential, but you know what potential is.
Yeah.
So
A foreign word.
Huh?
A foreign word. Dak's got
Foreign word.
all the potential.
Yep. Hey. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Caleb has a shit ton of potential, and
Yeah.
he's talented, but he's not polished.
Yeah.
This kid is a little more polished because of his experience. Like he's been in it, he's done well, he's produced like crazy, and he knows this offense, and so it's going to be a nice transition for us into what Oklahoma football looks like going into 2022, 2023, and then so into the SEC.
So, in 3 words, if you have advice for OU Nation, in 3 words, what would your advice be if they're concerned about Caleb Williams leaving right now?
Trust Brent Venables.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, that's solid right there. Hey, OU,
that's
nothing
all-
to worry about, man.
that's all you need.
Hey, just like any organization that starts at the top, and y'all got a hell of a leader at the top of OU
it, man.
football right now. So,
Those are the 3 words,
so moving on, man. So we got a very, very big fight this weekend, right? From one of our favorite guests.
Yep. Frankie. Yeah. Yeah.
You
Dude.
know? Hey,
The
I
guy was
heard-
like, "Where's this coming from?"
Can't touch him.
Like,
You
where's
can't
this
see
coming
him.
from?
we've been high on Frank Martin over here at Noonish, and finally we got other people. They're putting them in the same classes.
Yeah.
They said they want to see a Frank Martin versus Lomachenko fight,
Ooh,
right?
okay.
Frank Martin calls out Devin Haney after the fight. Now I don't know if y'all saw the fight, but if you ever played Mike Tyson's Punch Out, there's a guy by the name of Don Flamingo. The
Yeah.
man's legs went
Yep.
limp. Looked like
He
he
went
broke,
wild.
tore-
Looked
Hey, looked like he tore his
yeah.
ACLs. Looked like he tore a rotator
Both
cuff.
of them. Wow.
Hey,
Yeah.
Frank went all the way in on this dude, bro. Did you get to watch that fight at all, Mark?
No, I seen the highlights.
Oh
So
my God.
yeah, that's it. Yeah. No,
Hey.
it was nice. Like he had a day.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
it was
and
his
I'm
day.
talking,
Clearly.
put them hands on. Did you get to watch the fight, Jones?
I saw the highlights.
You saw the highlights? Oh man.
Yeah.
So I
Wow.
mean, y'all saw the
I
knockout.
had to after you told
I
me.
see my guy
Hey,
thinking
but
about it on the ring flow, just like
Yeah.
I think
bro.
I'm done. I think I'm done. Like, yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, so old buddy lost all control of his limbs. It's sad to see a grown man athlete not be able to walk properly. You know what I mean? His knees are going back like Bambi.
Stand properly, right?
Yeah, like he tried to push himself up in his arm. He could have handcuffed himself. The way he had it, where
He would
everything
try.
happened. Bro, like Frank put them things on him, man. After watching that fight, what do y'all think about Frank? Like, do y'all understand how good this young man
Frank
is
got
at this
power.
point?
Yeah,
Oh,
quick,
man.
Got power
powerful
and placement.
Yeah.
Like that's
placement. Yeah,
part of that. I think we talked about this before. You ever been knocked out like that?
No.
You ever been knocked out like that, Mark?
not.
Like
I haven't.
it's not just the power. Like you don't have to be a huge Mike Tyson kind of guy to put that kind of hit on somebody, but you got to hit right.
That accuracy, that blow.
Yeah, it's got to be in the right spot at the right time.
Yeah.
And Frank's got it, man.
Yeah, bro.
He
Yeah.
nailed
And
it. No doubt.
he-
Yeah,
when he fights,
That's
he
not the
does-
first time he's hit somebody like that.
No, it's not. He does it every time he fights. Like, and
Right.
he doesn't waste punches.
He's
not
very economical.
Yes, he's very
Not at all.
and he's so slick in the ring with his footwork,
Yeah,
and he doesn't waste energy because he doesn't waste punches.
yeah,
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Other guys are trying to hit him, they're missing, and he's moving, sliding around, rotating out of the, rotating out of
even
pivoting
that is
out
not
of punches.
Yeah, even his moving around is not is economical. He's where he needs to be when he needs to be there.
Exactly, because the guy kept trying to charge him and bull rush him and
Yeah.
trying to like out physical him, and Frank was like, "Hold on, I was a running back. Oh, you ain't gonna
Right.
just throw me around."
That's
you
why they
know?
call him the ghost.
Yeah, and Frank,
Right.
he
You can see him, but you can't touch him.
exactly, and they kept saying this. It was like, I see why they call him the ghost.
Yeah.
Like during the fight, they kept saying it. Sean Porter, who lost to Earl Spence, lost to Terrence Crawford, he was the one commentating on the fight, and they was like, Frank is ready.
Yeah.
And at the end of the fight, it was like, we want to see a Frank Martin versus Lomachenko.
Right.
They think that'll be a great fight, and for anybody to put Frank on the same ring or whatever with Lomachenko, like
same
Lomachenko
card,
was
yeah.
all they talk about.
Yeah.
Right? He took an L to Teofimo Lopez, but prior to that, they said he was the best pound for pound fighter. So now that Frank is in that conversation, and Frank called out Devin Haney himself
Yeah.
after the fight was over with, right? And I get excited about that stuff because I know he's right there. That tells me he is right where he needs to be right now. One more fight, and he will be by the end of the year. He will be in one of those big fights,
Yeah.
and that's huge for him.
Yep.
That's huge for him. And I'm just hype about Frank. He been on the show, man. That's like one of our brothers at this point. So, hey, y'all keep watching out for Frank Martin. You know what I mean? Big things to come for that young man, right? So, moving on. We'll switch on up to the good old NBA. It's a lot of return.
Game tonight. There's some return players. Yep. Yeah, he did. We're gonna see what's up tonight, though. Got to watch that game. I'm on that one.
You don't got to get
Straight up.
vaccinated. Like,
Don't worry about it.
we just want you to come
We'll
back.
take it.
We think we'll be better with you. Don't worry about playing at home.
He's a beast.
We're just gonna use you to infect other places.
Yeah. He's a beast, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, and he sat out this whole time and got his way like a little kid. But like a grown man.
You gotta respect it. Hey,
Gotta
where he at?
respect it. $100 million man.
My guy live.
It works.
Yeah. That's
Boy
right.
getting paid $100 million for half the time. Right?
Yeah. Pretty
Like,
much.
Jeez, bro.
Pretty
like
much.
that's a smart dude.
Hey, he's killing.
He's like, hold on. The only thing that matters really is the playoff. Maybe
Well, that's
New
the
York will
difference. The
relax on
NBA
these
baseball
rules.
money is,
Yeah.
guaranteed.
Yeah.
And you're like, you know what? No, I mean, this is my situation. I can't play here. I don't know. I can't. Like, I literally
Yep.
can't.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
I can't. Because I can't go against, my belief and what I think is best for me.
Yeah.
But if it's gonna work, this is how it has to work. Or
So for you-
it doesn't work at all.
Who's the bigger return? Kyrie Irving or Klay Thompson coming back Sunday?
Play by far.
Ooh.
2 years,
Oof.
bro. Back to back, season-ending injury like Clay.
Yeah.
I'm-
Can't wait to see
I'm-
Klay
I'm-
play, bro.
Yeah, I can't wait to see Clay. I'm excited and happy for him.
Yeah.
Just knowing injuries and just going through my own shit and knowing
Yeah.
like the thing that you love to do, like literally just physically can't because you're injured for 2 years,
And as
and
an
then basketball
athlete,
is different.
That is mentally draining. Because as an
Depressing.
athlete,
It's depressing.
already as a professional athlete,
depressing.
you already have a mentality that you're invincible.
For
Then
sure.
when you get hurt that first time,
First time, yeah. Oh, I
Right.
can make it back. Of course, I
it's
can
like,
make it
oh,
back.
I'm mortal.
I'll be back.
Yeah, and you
Nah,
work your butt
well,
off, you get back. and it
Yeah,
happens
first time is
again.
like it's not that bad because you're gonna make it back. Like first time, it was cool. Like you're injured, suck. All right, I'll make it back.
Yeah.
Make it back. The second one,
Oof. And it was
You
what,
know-
Achilles and Achilles
What
and
was it?
ACL.
Achilles and ACL.
Yeah, that Achilles is tough too.
Yeah, Achilles
I
is the
struggle
killer.
with that.
Achilles is the worst. I'll take
Yeah.
an ACL over
telling you.
Achilles. Any tendon, I'll take a ligament over a tendon any day.
All day, all day. But no, I'm super excited to
I'm super
watch
excited
Clay
for him.
come back, man. The Warriors are already scary without him, and
Yeah.
the guy
Yeah.
scored like 50-something points in like 62 seconds. So
Yeah, it
he
was
don't
something.
he don't hold the ball.
Yeah.
Like he
Nah, that
is
thing
a
is up.
shooter, and he lets
Yeah,
that thing fly.
Yeah, that's
But,
exciting. I'm looking forward to him.
Before
bro.
before we leave the sports world,
Hmm.
there's rumors going around, and I'm not gonna reveal any sources, but there's rumors going around that because of COVID restrictions in California, we might see the Super Bowl in Dallas.
Whoa.
What do you think? What do you think the
Let's
odds of that
go.
Where'd you hear this?
Is that
I think that-
real? Could that happen?
Man, I mean, I know
That's
Cali is
tough.
real.
Like, what
I
are
know
the
they're real strict with
restrictions?
They are.
What is that? So, what's the motivator? Like, is it the money, the economy outside of the Super Bowl that happens?
I think it would
the week
have to
of?
be the economy outside of the Super
Okay.
Bowl, not just
Okay,
the Super Bowl.
not just the bowl. Yeah, the player, the
Yeah.
teams. Okay.
I mean that people
Yeah,
in
'cause
the
it could-
stadium, fans in the stadium, that's one thing, but also the ability, access to outside things,
Just
being
outside
open.
things. Yeah, that week
Yeah.
is so much stuff going on. So much money. Like Monday,
mean,
Tuesday,
Where
Wednesday.
else in the U.S. is big enough, has the infrastructure
Like ready to go.
ready to go, already open?
And the governor doesn't care about COVID at all.
Dallas, Houston,
Houston,
and Miami.
True. That's facts.
yeah.
Miami, and Tampa.
Miami. Yeah,
Yeah.
Miami and Tampa. So Florida.
And I guess
Texas,
Jacksonville,
Florida,
and
yeah.
Texas. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Those are the only two.
Those are your
Those
options.
are the only two. Those are your options. Yeah.
Wow.
So
I didn't hear that. That's pretty incredible.
we're calling it for
That's
Texas.
crazy.
Hey, let's go
Yeah,
ahead.
I'm
and
down.
Let's switch
We'll
on
bring
over
it
to
to
Tech
Dallas.
Talk, man. Jonathan jumped on in this thing. Look
I
at
like that.
what's going
That was
down.
good.
That
That was
was
good,
a great
Josh.
start right
That
there.
was
That was
Texas
good.
talk.
That was good.
Texas
Yeah. I
Hey,
like
because
that.
last time Super Bowl was in Dallas, the weather was
Shitty. Yeah, it was. It was bad.
excuse
I went to
my
that
French,
one.
Probably going to be that.
I went to that one.
bro.
I
It
know.
was ice bowl, but in a dome.
It was so bad.
Yeah, it's going to be.
It
Yeah.
was that Green Bay,
You
Pittsburgh,
think so?
and then
It's
Black
gonna
Eyed
be cool.
Peas. Black Eyed Peas and Usher was at halftime.
Oh, that's right.
Man.
I was there.
Oh, shit.
I went to that one.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that
It
one,
was,
bro.
it was cool.
I remember that one. I'm just glad it was indoors.
Yeah, for sure.
Because outside, you could win ice
So
skate.
Yeah.
the line to get into the game was like retarded. Like,
But you had that VIP though, Mark.
yeah, but I'm just saying,
The other
if
people.
you had to stand like in that line, bro.
He had the VIP,
People
but he was
wasn't
still
getting in there
sympathetic.
till like
He's a man of the
mid-first.
people.
Right.
So you
just-
felt bad for the people that was actually in that
observant.
Yeah.
I was observant. Yeah.
line. As you walked
The
right
other
on in
line, the will call line the will call line was long
there. Yeah.
too, but then the regular line was like crazy.
And they were still
Crazy.
getting the stadium, like that's when it just opened.
Correct.
So
yeah.
so
and they were getting
were
in there.
just really figuring out
Yeah.
all their protocols and stuff.
That was
process.
2012. Mm-hmm. What was that? Yeah, 2012. But we got in there on time, but a lot of people were still getting there like after, like in the first quarter, like into the first quarter. Like, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah,
That snowstorm killed it.
It was iced out.
Yeah.
Bling bling BG.
Mm-hmm.
Bling bling icy
Yeah.
that year.
Speaking
Yeah.
of terrible traffic, you ever been on like the tollway or 635 or whatever the highway is wherever you live?
Yep.
It had terrible traffic.
Yes.
I think I know why.
Why?
Why?
There are some scientists who have been trying to teach goldfish to drive.
Shut the fuck up. See?
They put goldfish in a little plexiglass car with sensors to tell which way the goldfish is going, and the wheels on it that drives the little car around.
Are you
Get the
serious?
fuck out of here.
It's called it's called an FOV,
With people
fish operated
FOV?
vehicle.
and people are around them
No,
driving. Okay.
I mean not according to the press release.
Study. Oh,
Wow.
this is insane.
So why
Wow.
would you even do that?
Well, apparently the goldfish drive better than drivers on the tollway. So,
Well, I believe it. Have you seen the traffic? Like a school of fish.
like a school of fish, yes.
Like all those fish.
Actually, a
it's
school
like,
of fish would probably be more.
A school of
thousands
fish
of fish.
are very efficient. It's like
Yeah.
a flock of birds. How they
thousands of fish, and they're
move.
just like wham, wham, hitting left,
Yeah.
right, wham, wham.
Oh, yeah.
And they're all together,
And they,
synchronized.
yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
Like if they were in the
Yeah.
Olympics, they went synchronized swimming.
Swimming. Like, it wasn't even close.
Imagine fish
Flawless.
winning a swimming event.
So driving in traffic is nothing. Traffic would probably be much better off if fish were driving.
It's two-dimensional.
It was the easiest thing. It's probably, way easy.
I'm confused.
It's like, wait,
What?
all I got to do is
Well, if you're swimming in the
straight
water, you can
and
go
merge.
up, down, sideways.
In the
If
water?
you're on the tollway,
Yeah,
you can only
you can go
sideways.
straight,
Oh, yeah,
left and right.
You're right. You're right.
It's two-dimensional.
Yeah.
Can't go
that,
back.
That makes sense.
Mm.
Yeah. But I see how they could
Yeah.
be much better drivers than humans.
Yep.
Of course, they all kind of going in the same direction,
Exactly.
away from
Man.
whatever's eating them.
But I mean, fish going the opposite direction on the other side of the ocean.
They
So
do.
never, right, have any issues. Yeah. Just saying.
The toilet bowls swirl in the opposite direction south of the equator.
Yeah, it's a wild
Okay.
story though. It sounds like
right.
he's getting bored as hell.
Well, let's
All right.
on a little bit more of a serious note. There's a class action lawsuit against Google, as I understand it. It's a little bit complicated, but apparently there's a class action lawsuit against Google, who is, according to the lawsuit, allegedly paying Apple to stay out of the search space. So, Google has their money, but still to this day, most of their money comes from search.
Yeah.
Right.
And so apparently they have some sort of a non-compete agreement and some sort of a stock payment trade thing that, allegedly, according to the suit,
A patent?
where Apple just doesn't get involved in the search space.
Apple specifically?
Yeah, Apple
Versus
company
a
Apple.
Microsoft that has Bing?
Yeah, versus for example.
Yeah.
For example, Bing. But so here's the thing. Apple and Google are not the same company.
Not even close.
So
Right.
the filing is under the Sherman Antitrust Act. Break up Apple and Google. Apple and Google are not the same company.
Yeah, but
If I say, Jonathan, I'm going to have this podcast, and I'm going to have this podcast, but I'm going to pay you $100 million to let me have the podcast space, and you can go do this other thing that you do.
I'll say okay.
Well, I'm not sure where that violates any kind of an antitrust thing. That's the problem with this. But now, whether my opinion on that is true or not doesn't really matter because I'm not the judge. But regardless, both Apple and Google and at least one federal judge plus a bunch of lawyers are going to be tied up in this and have money tied up in this for, no telling how many years to come.
Yeah.
So
Definitely is.
So Apple can't
What?
create a search engine, but Google can make a phone. And Google can
this is the allegation of
make
the
it-
lawsuit. Yes,
everything else that they make to compete against Apple products.
sure.
What?
That's the allegation of the lawsuit.
So do they have a patent on
Google, in fact, does have a patent on
what they have it
PageRank.
on? On what?
on
PageRank?
PageRank is the
PageRank.
core of the algorithm.
Yeah.
That
Gotcha.
now PageRank has evolved because PageRank that has the patent is pushing 20 years, if not more. I would-
20?
I have to
things
look
have
that up. Yeah,
Well,
that's
they're gonna have
come
to
out.
re-up. 20 years
Otherwise-
is the cap. They're gonna have to re-up. Well, of
right.
course they
Yeah,
will.
yeah. So
Duh.
the question to me is this just a frivolous lawsuit that somebody has
Yes.
put together? I tend
Being
to agree.
This sounds like
Or-
some SEC versus Ripple stuff.
Right.
Being
Or
petty.
Just trying to hold some people back from being great.
Nah, they've been
Is
petty,
this-
bro. They be petty.
is
at that.
this one of those false flag things where Apple, Google, one or both together have some new thing that's coming out that they're generating publicity for? Would it be
doubt it.
worth spending, a couple $1 million
doubt it.
on legal fees
I doubt
to
it.
have some
To
of
launch.
the best free marketing that you can get for whatever new product that you're going to get?
But if I'm Apple,
You know, with Steve Jobs, I would be like, hell, ain't no fucking way.
True.
Tim
Yeah,
Cook,
facts.
I can't.
yeah, I was about to
Maybe.
say Steve Jobs ain't running the ship no more. Ain't running the ship.
That's, yeah. With Tim Cook,
Possibly.
you might have a point. Yeah, you might have something there. You
Tim
have
Cook might be
something
getting a couple cho-chos under the table too.
Well,
Oh, he's got
and
plenty of
you know,
cho-chos.
Maybe he has
Like-
some.
Yeah,
Maybe they have some sort of
he's
joint.
got plenty.
thing
But hey,
going
Yeah.
on.
if you know anybody that's
This
got
probably have
plenty,
a relationship over
they
there
don't
too.
shy away from more.
Right.
Fair.
That's how you get
True
plenty.
that. True that. True that.
You know?
True that.
Yeah,
Because
they
it,
keep-
yeah.
You don't get
Yeah.
plenty by saying
How much is
that's
enough?
plenty.
No, I've got enough money. I don't think I need any more money.
Right.
Yeah. Anybody?
Hey, I've been watching Curb Your Enthusiasm.
I think they have enough. Yeah.
Hey, Larry
Yeah.
is my guy, dog. So,
Larry's hilarious.
Pretty good.
Pretty.
So I'll just tell you a couple more fun little facts that's in the tech world.
Okay.
Intel has last year released their 12th generation, what they're calling the i9 core i9. So that was, and so they've released 22. That's 22 additional versions
2022.
of the
All right,
same
Larry.
chip. Now, what I know, which is admittedly not that much about how chips are manufactured, the way that usually works is your top of the line chip is the chip that passes all the quality checks.
Yeah.
And the bottom of the line chip is the one that barely makes it out the door.
Yeah.
So between the $42 Celeron and the $480 i9 2900 is a whole lot of missed quality checks.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to.
Yeah. I
'Cause
mean,
they're
that's,
effectively the same chip plus or minus a GPU.
they use people.
Yeah.
They use
Quality
consumers.
checks is
their-
money.
They use
Yeah,
people for
right.
their QA.
It's
They
just
use consumers
money.
for their QA.
That's another way to look at it.
And update that shit in 3 weeks.
Well, for certain ones, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like we're not gonna use certified motherfuckers to test this. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
We're gonna
No.
use retail. Let retail know.
No.
Yeah.
we spent
Re-
$1,000 on that
retailers-
We're
project.
here about it.
Nah.
Yeah.
Well, it's the
This
difference
is-
between saying that you've
This
got
is cheaper A/B testing. They're actually paying us
Yeah.
to
Exactly.
test for us. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's do
We're
that.
paying to test their products for them.
We know this product sucks, but it can do enough.
We don't. But,
And we'll
yeah,
fix
we
whatever
think it works.
complaints we get.
No
Whenever
doubt.
we get the complaints.
Well, the
Yeah,
cool
whenever.
thing is, if you want to call it that a lot of the times the low end Celeron is the exact same chip as the high end, i9, i8, whatever version it is, but just
Yeah.
has some of the instruction set turned off or some of the
Yeah,
registers turned
for
off.
sure. Yeah. Most definitely.
And so, if you're that guy and you know how to turn that stuff back
You'll get
on,
that cheap one.
Yeah.
you go get the cheap one and you've
And max it
effectively-
out.
Yeah, just max
so,
it out.
You know how to unlock an iPhone? Shit.
Now I don't know how to do that.
You got
That's
the,
big
you got
money.
them cheat codes.
The cheat codes, man.
You get the cheap version of Grand Theft Auto, and then just put the
Yeah.
cheat codes
Hey,
in, and
If
now
you
we're
know how to
maxed
work
out.
you know how to work a PCBA.
Yeah.
Trust you in the money.
Yeah.
It's
Hey,
like,
Mark, while you're sick and shut in, great movie.
yeah.
I wish I could get some payment in from Netflix for
Right.
broadcasting
Right.
this. But don't look down.
Don't look up.
Or look up. That's what it's called.
Don't look up.
I started
Don't
it.
look
I
up.
couldn't quite finish it. I
Bro.
didn't make it through. I didn't
Bro,
make it through.
that movie, it
I
picked
didn't
up.
make it through.
It was
pick
really
up?
good. Yeah.
All right, I'll try it again. I'm gonna
I've
try it
heard
again.
that Meryl Streep is the
Oh my
Is
god.
she
carries
the
the day on
she
that
the one that carried
She's
it?
the quarterback.
Okay. See, I didn't
That's
quite
what
make
I've
it to her yet.
Meryl Streep, man, she was just.
Where's yours?
I've heard it was good. I haven't watched it yet,
I enjoyed that movie.
but
And look out for a.
Hey, I tell you, I didn't watch that one, but there's one called The Harder They Fall. Have you seen
Oh
Harder They Fall?
gosh, I love that movie.
have I even? I don't think I've even seen
was
that.
So hard.
that? Hey,
The
you
Harder
gotta
They
see it.
Fall, bro.
Hey,
You gotta watch that.
All right. So off
Was that on-
top, I was
was that
thinking,
on
this is
Netflix or
Quentin
HBO?
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Netflix, yeah.
It was like, is this a Quentin Tarantino movie?
I
That's
thought
what
that too.
Liz said too. So like, is this
Okay.
a Quentin Tarantino movie? I love
All
Quentin,
right.
Yeah, I do too.
but it's not. But bro,
Great
just
movie.
the heart,
You gotta
I was
watch
like,
that.
man, this is really well fucking done. Like,
Yeah, it's like a black
this is
western.
really what it's
Yeah.
a urban
Nice.
western.
But,
like,
oof.
what? Yeah, it's really
That
well
bad
done.
boy
Yeah.
was really
And
good.
I was like, dang, yeah, I'm
really good movie.
Mm.
Really good. Like the
Yes,
ending,
I
you
know.
never would
know,
project
I
that.
know.
Like it was a good movie, bro.
It was.
I'm
John,
glad you
you'll-
said
Add
you'll
that to
appreciate
my
that.
list.
The harder they
Definitely,
fall.
Yep.
Yes, bro.
Yep. Couldn't
Yes,
believe
bro.
it. 2021, I
ever-growing
think.
list.
When did it come? In like November of this year, it came out.
Yeah, it's been pretty recent because
And
Yeah.
the reason I brought up look up is because
don't look up.
or don't look up is because the company that was behind everything changing in the movie was a phone company that
Yeah,
did not want to blow up the what the fuck was it called?
they had an asteroid there or
yeah,
something that was
the
coming.
asteroid,
Yeah,
whatever,
the seriousness of the
whatever was coming
the asteroid. Yeah,
to Earth.
meteor,
to blow us up.
whatever. Yeah.
He didn't want to blow it up because it was worth $32 trillion,
right.
and we can make so many cell phone products from this asteroid, right? And that's why I brought
Gotcha.
that movie up.
So you
just to
know,
connect the
yeah,
two
talking
ends
about
right
phone.
there.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
good.
bro.
That's good.
Yeah, bro. But
Okay.
no, man,
Hey, one more thing on the tech side.
Yes, sir.
CES is happening.
That's right. Yep.
It's going down. I think maybe next week we can talk about some of the best things that came out of there. But I've been to CES a few times. It's a good time. And then being able to see like a lot of the innovation and everything that's coming that won't necessarily hit the market, this year or whatnot,
Yeah.
is it's pretty exciting. So
hey, we need to go there
CES is
next
happening.
year. We need to plan a
Yeah, we can do that.
2023
We
CES
can do that.
trip.
Yeah.
I think
Document it.
that'd be really awesome.
That'd be
Yeah,
fun.
do a show
That
from
would-
out
that
there.
would
I'll throw this
actually
out
be really
there
dope.
on that subject.
Yeah.
NRF, National Retail Foundation,
Mm-hmm.
is coming as well
Nice.
real soon. NRF has
Retail.
20 of the Fortune 50 CEOs are speaking,
Oh, nice.
which is
Oh, wow.
ridiculous.
Yeah, we can
So
talk
if
about
you
that.
want
20?
some
20 of
information,
50.
you want some knowledge on a market, that's where you want to
Yeah,
be.
yeah. Well, that's a ridiculous
market.
number of people.
Yeah,
I've been a couple of times, and
Uh-huh.
you can pick up some good knowledge on where things are going if you
Is that
listen-
held
listen
here?
to the right
Is it
people.
online?
Oh, shit.
Last year, the last year I went, last year they had it was
Yeah.
it was in New York, and I'm assuming that's probably where it will be again.
Can you catch it online?
When is it? In New York?
I don't know.
Probably.
I'll have to look.
Yeah,
New
It's
York
coming
might
soon,
lock.
though.
They
We'll have to-
they
we'll
gonna
have to
try to
look
lock.
at it. We'll have
New
to
York
find some
try to lock
links.
me up. They're gonna try to lock me up.
New York tried to lock you up.
Yeah, they
Would
were
you have a gun on
they
you?
were like unvaccinated
Oh, no.
detention. You're like,
Nah,
oh
they can have
man,
that.
I'm out.
You need to get that. You need to get that Indian guy to go get a shot for you.
I need to get the Indian guy. Yeah.
Yeah, or go holler at Antonio Brown.
There's a
his
German guy
chef.
too, apparently.
Go holler at Antonio Brown, chef.
AB. I can't believe he snitched on that guy.
Yeah, snit.
Wow.
No, don't call him. Don't call him. You can go to Big T Bazaar.
I'm good.
Nah, but anyways, I hope you
Bro,
guys
enjoyed it.
had a great time with us today, man, on episode 49
This
and
is
2/3. Next week, we will have the official 50th episode of Noonish, man. When Mark is back in the building feeling well, man.
Yeah,
Hey,
man.
hope
going
your
down.
health, man,
It's gonna be
gets
good.
better, 100 times
Appreciate it.
better, and you back to 100%, you know. Hey,
Appreciate it. Glad you
we got
good. Glad you back.
yeah, we got Big 4-0 coming up this week, man. This year. I'm sorry, not this week,
Yes,
but
sir.
this year.
Yeah,
So,
fall is happening. Both of
you gotta
it.
get healthy, dog.
We both,
Get
yeah.
healthy.
I'll be good.
Yeah, bro.
We good, bro.
Yeah. Right on. Well, hey, we'll see y'all next week. Next Wednesday for sure. Sometime around noonish. New topics, new things to talk about. But I appreciate y'all joining us today. Peace.